Good morning to all. Today we are discussing about eddy current loss. Another power loss occur in a magnetic circuit core when the flux density changes rapidly in the core. The cross section of a core through which the flux density B is rapidly changing is shown in figure. Consider path in the cross section. Voltage will be induced in the path because of the time variation of flux enclosed by the path. Consequently, a current that is known as eddy current will follow around the path because core material has resistance. A power loss I squared into R will be caused by the eddy current and will appear as heat in the core. Eddy current in a magnetic core. First one is the solid ion core. Second one is the laminated core. The eddy current losses can be reduction in two ways. First one, a high resistivity core magnetic material may be used. Addition of a few percent of silicon, say 4% to ion will increases the resistivity significantly. Second one, a laminated core may be used. The thin lamination are insulated from each other. The lamination is made in the plane of the flux. In transformer and electric machines, the parts that are made of magnetic core and carry time varying flux are normally laminated. The laminated core structure is shown in figure. The eddy current losses in a magnetic core subjected to a time varying flux is P is equal to Ke B squared max F squared, where K is a constant whose values depends upon the types of material and its lamination thickness. The lamination thickness varies from 0.5 to 5 mm in electrical machines and from 0.01 to 5 mm in devices used in electronic circuits operating at high frequencies. Next one, core loss. The hysteresis losses and the eddy current losses are lumped together as the core loss of the coil core assembly. P is equal to PH plus PE. The current through the coil changes rapidly. The BH loop becomes broader because of the pronounced effect of eddy current induced in the core. This enlarged loop is called hysteroeddy current loop or dynamic loop. The static and dynamic loop are shown in figure. The effect of eddy currents on the BH loop can be explained as follows. When the coil current changes rapidly, eddy current flows in the core. The eddy current produces an MMF which tends to change the flux. To maintain a given value of flux, the coil current must be increased by the amount of necessary to overcome the effect of eddy current MMF. Therefore, a point on the static loop will be replaced by a point on the dynamic loop that results from rapidly changing coil current. This makes the dynamic broader the static loop. In x-axis, magnetic field intensity and y-axis, magnetic flux density. A dotted line mentioned dynamic loop, then dark line mentioned static loop. In the figure, static and dynamic loops. The core losses can be computed from the hysteresis losses and eddy current losses according to the equation. It can also computed from the area of the dynamic BH loop. P is equal to V core is equal to closed surface integral of dynamic loop H into dB. Then volume of core, frequency, area of dynamic loop. Using wattmeter, core losses can easily measured. However, it is not easy to know how much of the losses is due to hysteresis and how much is due to eddy currents. Fortunately, it is not necessary to know the losses separately. In electrical machines that we have magnetic core and a time varying flux, core loss occurs and the loss appears as heat in the core. The loss will be taken into account while discussing the behavior of electrical machines in subsequent chapters. Next one is a sinusoidal excitation in an electrical machine as well as many other applications. The voltage and flux vary sinusoidally with the time. Consider the coil core assembly. Assume that the core flux varies sinusoidally with the time. The first diagram, a coil core assembly, then second one is the sinusoidal waveform, then induced EMF voltage. The next one is the phasor diagram, then voltage y-axis, then flux x-axis. That is phi of t is equal to phi max sin omega t. Phi max is the amplitude of the core flux. Omega is equal to 2 pi f is the angular of frequency. F is the frequency. From Faraday's law, voltage induced in the n turns coil E of t is equal to n d phi by dt is equal to n phi max omega cos omega t, E max cos omega t. Note that if the flux changes sinusoidally, the induced voltage changes consequently. The waveform of E and phi are shown in figure. The represent phasor diagram shown in figure. The root mean square value of the induced voltage is ERMS equal to E max divided by root 2. That is equal to n omega phi max divided by root 2. That is equal to 4.44 f phi max. This is an important equation will be referred to frequently in the theory of AC machines. Example, one simple problem. A single phase 120 volt 60 years supply is connected to the coil of figure 1.17. The coil has a 200 turns. The parameters of the core as follows. Length of the core is equal to 100 cm. Cross sectional area of core is equal to 20 cm squared. Relative permeability of core is equal to 2500. Obtain an expression for the flux density in the core. Obtain expression for the current in the coil. In the diagram, core coil diagram. Then N is the number of turns, E is the input supply voltage, then phi is the flux linkage of the coil. From the equation, phi max equal to 120 divided by 4.44 into 200 into 60, that is equal to 0.002253 Weber. B max equal to 0.002253 divided by 20 into 10 to the power minus 4 is equal to 1.1265 Tesla. B max is equal to, that means flux density is equal to 1.126 sin 2 pi 60 into t. Then H max equal to 1.1265 divided by 2500 into 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7. That is equal to magnetic field intensity is equal to 358.575 ampere turns per meter. Then I max equal to Hi divided by H into L divided by N. That is equal to 358.57 into 100 into 10 to the power minus 2 divided by 200. That is equal to I is equal to 1.7928 sin 2 pi 60 into t. Exciting current. If the coil of figure 1.17 is connected to a sinusoidal voltage current and voltage source follows in the coil to establish sinusoidal flux in the core. This current is called the exciting current I phi. If the pH characteristics of the ferromagnetic core is non-linear, the exciting current will be sinusoidal. No hysteresis. Let us first consider pH characteristics with the no hysteresis loop. The pH curve can be rescaled by phi is equal to V into A, then I is equal to HL divided by N. To be obtained, phi I curve for the core as shown in figure. From the sinusoidal waveform I curve, the exciting current waveform is obtained. Note that the exciting current phi is non-sinusoidal but in the phase with the flux wave and is symmetrical with respect to voltage. the fundamental component, that is flux of the exciting current, lags the voltage by 90 degree. Therefore, no power loss is involved. The exciting current for no hysteresis, a diagram A, phi into I, characteristics of exciting current. And second one is the equivalent circuit. Then third one is the phasor diagram. Then first one is the phi I. That means phi is the maximum value of magnitude. The maximum value of magnitude means the amplitude, that is defined amplitude means the maximum magnitude of the quantity is known as amplitude. In this various sinusoidal form, that means the value of root mean square value. And the next current equivalent circuit means the magnetizing and demagnetizing value. And then phasor diagram, the inductance, then lead voltage, lag current. Thank you.